Kakaaki Social, and I'm Onoshiorena Obozeghie. Welcome to a new week. It's so good to have you. Now, the daughter of Nigeria's president, Folashade Tinubu Ojo, is asking Lagos market women to advise their children against participating in the planned August 1 nationwide protest against bad governance. Well, for her father needs at least 3 years in office before his performance can be appraised. This is as captured in the video shared by her media team, the Iyaloja media team.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún wá sọ fúnra wa, ká sọ fún àwọn ọmọ wa ńlé, ká sọ fún àwọn fámìlì wa pé kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ protest. Àfọgbọ́n bàálù jẹ́ ni. Ẹ wo ìtàn ṣe ní ìtó kọjá. Ẹ wo gbogbo nǹkan ribiribi tíjọba ṣe tí wọ́n lọ dáná sun. Ẹ rí pé àwa náà ń bá jà, àwa là ń fara wa sẹ́yìn. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí nítorí pé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú kan kówó fáwọn kan pé kí wọ́n lọ jà. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ wa kan torí ìbọ̀ kan forí jóná kí wọ́n wá Shoprite tó wà ládé nínú Ògúnsànyà, èyí tó wà ní Ṣàngó Tẹ̀dó, tó wà ní Lẹ́kí, àwọn ọlọ́jà tí wọ́n fara kọ́ ń bẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n ti dìde padà? Ká bá àwọn ọmọ wa sọ̀rọ̀. There is nothing like a protest in Lagos State. Wọ́n ṣe débẹ̀ ní kẹ́ tó sọ pé ìjọba kan ò ṣe dáadáa, ẹjọ́ lọ́dún mẹ́ta. Yes.
All right there. So let's see how you reacted to this, and I hope you could read along. J. Rado says, in other words, tell your children not to disrupt my father's business. After making profit in the next 3 years, you can do as you wish. Paraphrase according to J right there. For Mazi, it says she should be reminded that this country isn't her father's personal business. Nigeria exists beyond Lagos State. In more thought, Metaphor says she will do her father a favor if she refrained from addressing the public. She has not been elected by Nigerians to any public office, and Nigerians do not care about her opinion on government matters. But then Umi says, if it will be peaceful, fine. My fear is for that average man who is struggling to feed his family. What will happen to his family if he dies? Tony, the rich man's property will not be destroyed, but the property of that same average man trying to survive and trying to earn a living. Such a concern right there. But still talking about the protests, the presidential candidate of the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, in the 2023 presidential election, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, has joined those saying no to the protest. His reasons is that, okay, we can protest, but not at this point. And what you can do, best thing to do is for you to go to the ballot and change government from there. So he wrote a lengthy episode on X this weekend on the space of social media, but we'll just focus on the 2 last paragraphs of that episode on the space of X. So he says, in these trying times, our nation stands at a crossroad. Our collective frustration with bad governance has reached a boiling point, and the urge to protest is strong. As an elder and patriotic Nigeria, I share your concerns and your desire for change. However, I urge you to consider the consequences of national protest and to channel your energy into a more effective and peaceful means of transformation through the power of your ballot. So the next and final paragraph for us would be the other one right there, where he says, protests, while a fundamental democratic right, often come with unforeseen and dire consequences. The tragic events of the past have shown us that protests can escalate into violence, leading to loss of lives, destructions of property, and widespread chaos. The repercussions of such actions extend far beyond the immediate moment, leaving scars on our communities and deepening divisions among us. So that's Kwankwaso's thought summarily on the protest being planned for August 1st, Thursday, just yet. Let's see how this met netizens and how it was being responded to. So for King Suleiman 27 says, not everyone can live in hunger till 2027. You are a politician and you have money to sustain you and your family till forever. That's why it's so easy for you to say these words. People are hungry and angry. People have been patient. The situation keeps getting worse, and to think it's not even getting any better makes it worse. In another reaction to Kwankwaso too, is this user Omo Alaja, who says, did hunger just come to land last year? We have been facing hunger since Second Republic. Nigeria problem didn't start today. Also reacting to that one is King, who came back to say, oh no, it didn't start today. And because it didn't start today, they should continue enduring, even though we know this is 300% more severe. Regardless, that's why there is something called a yield point, and humans too face that. Okay, so more stories and more thought to many reactions on the space of social media at this point. So let's see more reactions. Umi again came back to say, let's unite against chaos and promote constructive conversation. And she says, by working together and engaging in open dialogue, we can create a more harmonious and orderly society. Let's see if all of this will be attended to. And this is a Chinese television station, and this is how they're reporting the development in Nigeria and in Africa. So they say Nigeria fears Generation Z protests. So for them, Nigeria is fearing. Apparently, that's why we have so many calls of, no, don't do that. We have to give the president and his administration some more years. And they're asking, African Spring on the way. So that is it right there. So let's move on to more stories at this point, which would be that from the 20 trucks of 25-kilogram bags of rice that were shared to each state by the federal government for free distribution to vulnerable households, while videos on social media already show that that essence may be defeated. This is as a viral video captured the not-for-sale rice being rebagged for sale in a state said to be Kogi State.
Please, I want you people to come to our aid. This federal government food here, and they are changing it and share it to the market. They are changing it, not for sale. And now they are changing it to another bag. They wanted to sell it in the market. But we hijacked them here, that they will not take the food out until they share the food to the people that are supposed to be. And the person said it that he have the allocation from Ministry of Agri. Please, I want you to come to our aid. We want you to come to our aid. This is what they are doing. Tomorrow they say, government. This is not for sale. Federal government assists food. Please, come to our aid.
All right, so you would guess how this met netizens. For Toby Samuel, he says, we can't beat the wickedness in our heart. We only blame the government, but corruption is in the heart of majority of people in Nigeria, both commoners and elites. In another reaction, this user says, the government should stop sharing food. It better they transfer the money to Nigeria and direct via BVN. But reacting to Ejiaro is this user, Clinton, who says they play. The 600,000 households that received the 50K cash transfer are from Jupiter. The corruption deep in Nigeria, and it won't end soon. Both cash transfer and foodstuff are fraudulent means of enriching themselves. But I know that the Kogi state government has reacted to this, and they have denied this to say that, oh no, it is not happening. They would be given for free. And what we saw, even though it's a video and not a picture that will say, oh, it was easily manipulated, they say it is not true. But we go to politics at this point to say that the Labour Party's presidential spokesperson in the 2023 election, Kenneth Okonkwo, has lost faith in the presidential candidate, Peter Obi, and he has abandoned him. While his reasons are partly Obi's alleged failure to prefer a lasting solution to the party's internal crisis and for refusing to break away from what Kenneth Okonkwo calls the shenanigans and criminal activities of Julius Abure-led National Working Committee, plus for not openly supporting labor unions who founded the party. Well, Okonkwo, as he says, from what he sees, he's been able to deduce from all of the happenings that Obi doesn't have what it takes to secure the mandate, even if he's given the mantle. But Obi has also reacted. But let's see how this netizens, you could guess that it trended all weekend. OX says, Obi is not ready. He's too soft for these men. Mount these men edge to edge. Gentleman politics would give you power in Nigeria. And then asking questions is metaphor, who says, brave leader. Was Peter Obi leading us to war? Was he leading us to an insurrection? Was he leading us in riot? What bravery was Barrister Okonkwo expecting of him? Please discontinue that job, Barrister Okonkwo, and stop making a mockery of yourself. Nigerians like me appointed Peter Obi to manage our economy. Yes, he's an economic manager, just a warrior, or not a warrior. Understand the difference. If you want a brave warrior, look to an activist or a general in the army. And he says, thank you. In another thought, Dr. Gray Mob says, Peter Obi won the last election and he challenged it in court to the last day. A man lacked the instrument of government. How else should he defend or fight for his vote? In every crime, the people defend their vote, not individual. When Nigerians are ready, they will elect a good leader. But Peter Obi has reacted to this, and just a post from him. Peter Obi says, in fact, to me personally, I don't want to work with anyone who always agrees with me, because as a leader, learning and listening are critical components of leadership. I want to listen to those who have different opinions and try to convince otherwise. So he was saying that Kenneth Okonkwo remains his good friend, respected brother, and whatever the case, whether public letter, an open letter to him that he saw on the space of social media, it doesn't change the fact that they would continue to work together. So yeah, thank you so much as always for being a part of Kakaaki Social today. I will see you again tomorrow. This is just a disclaimer from Kogi State right there saying that what happened, the video that we saw is not true, that the rights were given to the citizens. So our phone number is 0811-54-36670, and I'm Rena Obio on the